Hello, this is Unlimited Splash, where we get better at Magic together through a new draft every day, and today I'm thrilled to be jumping into my first ever draft of Secrets of Strixhaven. Let's see if we can't open something awesome, shall we? Alright, what do you do? Jadzi, Steward of Fate, 2/4 for 3, enters prepared. When it enters, draw 2, then discard 2, I'm in. Create, so then its prepared spell is 2 of X and a blue. Create X00 blue fractal creature tokens, then put X +1/+1 counters on each fractal you control. So it could be something like I make, say X is 1, I make 1, 1, 1. So for 3 mana, I make a 1, 1. For 5 mana, I make 2 2/2s. And then for 7 mana, I make 3 3/3. So it seems like I really want to be spending 7 mana on it for it to be great, but not bad. 2 2/2s for 5 is not bad either, right? So 3 + 3 + 1 is 7. So that would be 3 3/3s for each fractal you control. So wait, 3 +1 +1 counters. Oh, no, on each fractal, not for each fractal. Okay, I finally think I understood that. All that said, maybe I'm still supposed to just take Environmental Scientist because that card seems really, really strong, but I really want to play with this rare Jadzi, Steward of Fate, but then probably we do want to put it in a blue-green deck if at all possible. Okay, Sleight of Hand is a really good card. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one into your hand and the other on the bottom. I don't know how it's going to end up playing out in this set, but I'm inclined to invest in that over investing in something that would specifically only go in blue-green. So I think I'll take the Sleight of Hand. Yeah, I think I'll take the Sleight of Hand. Put one into your hand and one on the bottom. I mean, I don't know how good it's going to end up being. I guess I could also take, what exactly? I'm sure we'll get a very fine-honed sense for when to step out of the, 5 supposedly allowable archetypes. I don't really want to jump into anything else too quickly, though, so I'm going to try to color inside the boundaries. I don't know, maybe I'm just supposed to take Proctor's Gaze here, bounce a permanent, search for a basic, and put it in tapped. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take Sleight of Hand. It's flexible. It will go in whatever deck I want it to go in. I'm not getting married to Jadzi, but if I can play it, it would be nice. Okay, I mean, Studious First Year I think is an extremely good card. Prismari Charm is Prismari Charm. I mean, that's something for the blue-red deck. What does this do? As an additional cost to cast it, pay X life. Return each artifact and creature card with mana value X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, at first I thought it was mana value X or less, and I was thinking, wow, that card's amazing. The mana value exactly X? Maybe it's a 2-for-1 sometimes. Yeah, I don't think that card's good. The floor on it seems really low. 4 mana to do nothing. So I'm going to take Studious First here, just expressing a strong preference to get to play powerful cards and be the blue-green deck. And yeah, maybe I'll take the blue-green lane for that reason. Archaic's Agony could eventually go in a deck like this. I don't know how good Brush Off is going to be. Probably okay, I would think. And then we do see a bunch of Boros. But nothing that makes me really feel like I'm getting pulled into Boros necessarily. I mean, Muse's Encouragement is probably mostly a Prismari blue-red card, I would think, for the mana value 5 or greater payoff. Tome Blast seems pretty good as well. I like that it can deal 2 damage to any target. So maybe I actually should just be taking Tome Blast here, and I could go back in the red direction. It's also possible I'm just supposed to take Brush Off. I'm not sure how good that card's going to end up being. Why don't I take the Paradox Garden and we'll see where we go from here. Maybe I'm going to just swerve back towards Boros. Shopkeeper's Bane seems fine, but mostly for the green-black deck. Let's see. What direction am I being pulled in? So this is cancel. It's pretty much just cancel. Well, this is actually a wizard, so I guess I could add some mana. Oh, so is it more like mana drain? Yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe I'll take it. Cancels are almost always underdrafted, so why don't I be the change that I want to see and just take this cancel variant? Because yeah, if you control a wizard, it turns into a mana drain, and I actually have 2 wizards. Not quite a mana drain, but kind of close to it. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. Search for a creature card, put it into your hand or graveyard, then shuffle. Usually investing mana in tutoring for a creature in limited is not good. Then I could take Garrison Excavator, and maybe I'm actually just supposed to be Boros. So look, we really don't see any green or blue. So maybe I take the Garrison Excavator, and it's possible I end up having to be in a red-based deck. It could be red-blue in the end, actually. But I think maybe, I don't know, there's also a Johnny's Response. Maybe I could be Bant. That's kind of interesting. I could also take the Potioner's Trove. I don't want to be belligerently ignoring signals, so I want to take a Boros card here because that seems to be what I'm getting past. Okay, maybe I do actually just... Okay, so what do you do? A 3/2 for 3, Ender's Prepared, destroy a non-basic land. Yeah, I see the issue. And it has double red pip in its cost. Probably not a good card. So Elite Interceptor, not really a card made for limited. Elite Interceptor seems like maybe I just take that, and I'm going to try to go blue... sorry. It doesn't pair with either of my other colors, unfortunately. I guess I could go Bant-ish. There's also the Rearing Embermare. I'm going to take the Elite Interceptor. If I can put together a fast white base deck, maybe that's just the best thing. I'm kind of getting kicked around the table, aren't I? Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have trample, and you can... Okay, I think I'll take this. This looks like a good green card. I don't hate it. Destroy an artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. Not really a card for limited. I do think Sneering Shadewriter is better than it looks on paper, so that might be a card that's just not supposed to be in this pack at this point. Shattered Acolyte versus Thornfist Striker. I mean, if I can get the Thornfist Striker, as long as you gained life this turn, I don't know how much life gain I'm going to have. Enter so the +1/+1 counter on it for each creature. So it could be like a 5/5 trample reach for 5. Could be good if I'm getting splashy with it. I think I'll just take the card that's like guaranteed to come down on curve though. And then I also don't hate the Hungry Graphalon. So I think I'm going to lean towards green. It does seem that blue is cut. So maybe I'm leaning green. I guess I could be green-black in the end, actually. Yeah, maybe green-black is the place to be. That Transcendent card does actually seem good, so maybe I actually passed that too quickly. But now here's a white card. No, I might just be... Maybe I'm just supposed to be in white-black. They literally passed me... Okay, I feel like that could not have been a more clear signal. They passed me Inkling Mascot into Imperious Ink Mage, the last 2 picks. Well, then I'll take an Informed Ink Right. Almost certainly. So target player makes a token that's a copy of a creature you control, and then Paradigm, so you can just keep doing that. That's kind of cool. You just keep copying your stuff, but Informed Inkwright seems better. A 2/2 Vigilance for 2. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, make a 1/1 black and white Inkling creature token. Unfortunately, if I'm straight up white-black, I've wasted so many picks it's not even funny. I don't know what signals are in this format, so I just kind of had to get clobbered over the head to know what signals were being sent my way. So maybe I'm just going to be green, white, black. Could be Abzan. All right, well, I'll take the Informed Inkwright. So basically, I want to be targeting my stuff, which is what this deck wants to be doing anyways. I don't hate a hop to it at all, not at all. But I think now maybe I really want to be going... Yeah, I think maybe let's start thinking in Abzan terms. It definitely seemed that blue was cut. So let's take a hop to it. And let's see if maybe we end up in an Abzan direction. Okay, so now blue's coming from the left, which makes sense. I think I'll probably take the Sneering Shadewriter. I think this card's quite good. I mean, what happens if I am literally just white-black? Is it even possible at this point for me? This was kind of a mess. This is going to be an instructive draft. I don't feel like it's going in a good direction, but I feel good about uploading it because this kind of a train wreck, you know what? Sometimes you have a train wreck and you just have to figure out how to recover from that train wreck. So I'm going to cut white-black to try to make it that the people who just passed me all that white-black goodness have absolutely no possible reason to change their mind and go white-black. And then my idea is let's just try to reap that reward. Hopefully I staunched the white-black enough that people did not go in that direction to my left. And we'll see if we can make playables here. This is a tough situation, but with the incredibly unambiguous signals that I got in a moment in the format when signals are hard to come by, I think I just need to follow them. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that strikes a creature, turn a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yes, please. I'll do that. When you gain life for the first time, okay, so it's more for the green-black deck. It becomes prepared and each opponent loses 2. That's a good one. And then Last Gasp is a very good one. It's very possible I'm just supposed to take Last Gasp here, but I definitely want to try out Forum Necroscribe. Seems like a very powerful card. So I am now just throwing out the whole first half of pack 1 to follow signals. And this will be a lesson in, does it pay off for me to be so aggressive about making sure that I'm in the correct lane, right? This will be, if I lose this draft, signals are dead forever. No, I'm kidding. It's still important to follow signals, but we'll see. We'll see. So if I gain life this turn, that creature's controller loses 3. This looks good. 3 mana to kill something. This is like better than murder. They really have pushed the power of the cards in this format. This card is just less restrictive mana than murder for the same effect with an upside. So that's a huge push. So we're basically just trying to draft the most low to the ground, aggressive, synergistic white-black deck that we possibly can at this point. until proven otherwise, until proven that maybe we're supposed to be green-black. So it enters prepared, exile a card from your graveyard, it becomes prepared, and it makes a pass. That's a very synergistic green-black card. A 2-3 menace for 3, that's an okay stat line. I think we were learning in recent formats that 2-4 menace for 4 is actually like okay, so I think this might be okay. But I'm just gonna go with my signpost common, 3-3 for 3 vigilance when it enters Surveil 2, just a solid card. I'm just trying to draft good, responsible Magic at this point. So I could take Leech Collector. When you gain life for the first time each turn, it becomes prepared, and then you can make your opponent lose 2. But I'm definitely going to take Last Gasp. This triggers my repartee. It's just a good card in a vacuum. And now look, we are picking up the white-black card. So seems like white-black is open from both directions. I think I'm doing the right thing. We're going to learn a lot from this draft. However it goes for me, look, this is just, I'm being fed the white-black lane with absolutely no other signals. Every signal is just go white-black. It took a while to get there. I did spend a lot of time on random blue and green stuff, but eventually I in my thick skull, got the point that everyone at this table desperately wants me to white black and look now we're actually at 15 playables. So and we have a whole bunch of the signpost cards. I'll definitely take Stand Up for Yourself. I mean Cost of Brilliance, this does target a creature, this also targets a creature. I don't know how good Stand Up for Yourself is going to end up being. I think I'll just take the removal spell here. Both of them trigger repartee, so it doesn't really matter. I'll take the 1/1 Death Touch. I think that card could be annoying. Totally happy to take a Leech Collector here. Yeah, no issues on that front. And yeah, we just actually have a totally solid. I don't think this card's going to be very good. Compare this to Torment of Golem, which actually made a 2/2 and had the same effect. But that card was exceptional. So I guess that's an unfair comparison. Cody, what do you do? Okay, I lost some timer to a cat needing to enter. I'm going to take Aaron. So basically, Cody, you can't cast permanence and then something involving making mana. Arnon, when a creature you control with power or toughness 1 or less dies, you drain them. And look, I have 2 elite interceptors, the Barog, and a hop to it. So I think that's going to be the one. This just gets my opponent low on life, which is all that I'm trying to do. Also, I think I would really want more 2-drops, but I don't hate having another 3-drop actually. Technically, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drop creatures, same number of 3-drops. Okay. But I also have all these. I have 3 1-drops, so my curve is pretty good, I think. Oh, yeah. Practiced Offense. This card is absolutely bonkers. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that you control and give something double strike or lifelink. Yes, absolutely. This card looks good, too. Flying lifelink at the beginning of your second main phase. Okay, so it's mostly a green-black card. If you gain 2 or more life this turn, it becomes prepared, and then you can draw 2, lose 2, Sign in Blood. And then there's another form, Necroscribe, which I already think is very good. And a Johnny's Response, really powerful pack for me. However, it's clearly Practice Offense. This card is absolutely nuts. It's really good. I got destroyed by this at the pre-release with Inkling Mascot. You play this on 2, then you give it double strike +1 and flying. Then you do that again the next turn. My opponent did like 14 damage to me on turn 3 or something that way. Whatever that was. Okay, so I could take Forum of Amity. I think I'm actually going to take the Last Gasp. I wouldn't hate the Glyph Mage either. I just think Last Gasp is exactly what my deck is looking for. Also, I wouldn't hate the Shadewriter. But again, I just think Last Gasp is everything that I need here. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to target creatures to trigger my synergies. Form of Amity would be really nice to have. Honestly, we chronically undervalue those cards, dual lands. But you know what? I just want Last Gasp. Here, I'll take another Arnon. I think it seems totally sweet for my deck. It is legendary. That's the only other Arnon I'll take. I think it's probably better than this Flickering card. It flickers something. I guess Flickering and Sneering Shadewriter would be pretty sweet. And it does target, so it triggers repartee. But I don't know. I think Arnon is good. If I could get another hop to it or something, or there's a 3/1 for 2 in the set that I think would be good for me here. And then, yeah, why don't I just take a Banemaker? It goes really nicely with Arnon. Probably better than taking another 3-drop. I think Rehearsed Debater is pretty good. By the way, Giant Growth is a great card. Homesickness is Calamitous Tide, I believe, from Bloomborough, which is good. Even in that set, it was good. And that was the fastest set ever. So what do you do? Oh, yes, this card. 4/6 for 5. Prepared at the beginning of your turn. Oh, but there's also a Zombify. No, I think I'm going to take this card. So basically, every turn, I get to give something +2/+0 and Death Touch. I think that's just going to be good for me. Pox Plague. Yes. Loses half their life, discards half the cards in land, sacrifices half of their permanents. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen for me. What if I just take another Elite Interceptor and I'm just the fastest deck you ever saw? And I go on, I could even be on like 15 lands or something. Maybe I cut Practiced Offense and cut Render Speechless, definitely. and maybe I cut even the Necroscribe, and I'm just playing the fastest game of Magic. Oh no, I want to be on 16 lands, so I'll play... Oh yeah, another Sneering Shadewriter, yeah. I mean, I don't hate the Adventurous Eater either, but I think it's enough 3-drops already. Yeah, heck yeah, this looks awesome. And 16 lands. Look, this is just... If I owe 3, then I'm going to post this, and what that tells us... I'm going to post this no matter what. I'm someone who posts my bad runs as well as my good ones usually, unless they're just so depressing that no one ever wants to see that. Is when you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, you get to return. I probably shouldn't be cutting this card, right? It actually seems so good. Okay, I think I take Forum of Amity. No, but I'm the fastest deck ever. Do I want that? I'm going to take the Shadewriter. What if I just cut every other expensive card in my deck and I just play 3 Shadewriters? Is that going to be better than playing the Necroscribe and the Shadelock? Anyways, no matter how this goes, I'm going to post it. And what it's going to tell us, what this is going to tell us is if just the most setup run-of-the-mill, you're in black-white, just go ahead and play black-white, if that deck is good or not. Oh, I cut Practice Offense. That's not what I meant to cut. I think I meant to cut Stand Up for Yourself. Yeah, if the deck that you get when you're just given every black-white gold card and every card that goes in a black-white deck, we're about to find out, is that deck good? I might be overdoing it on the 1-drops, but I kind of love them with the double Arnin. I think it might just be worth... And these ones draw cards. So it's not like a 1-drop. A lot of the time, you don't want to play too many 1-drops, right? Because you can just sort of end up, fading out if your 1-drops aren't taking over the game. But in this situation, because the 1-drops draw my cards back, I feel like maybe it's just worth doing. Now, maybe I do cut 1 Shadewriter for... I don't really want the 6-mana card. Maybe just one of this 5-drop, just for variety. I don't want the 6-mana card because I do really want to play 16 lands. All right, let's see how this goes. And again, if it's a disaster, that just tells us something about if you're set up for the most canonical green white-black deck ever, how does that play out? That's what we're about to learn. Okay, we're looking at, pretty bad hand for such a fast deck. I probably keep it. I'm on the draw. I'm going to get to Surveil too. It's a little unfortunate. It's unfortunate for sure, but there's a good shot that I draw. Look, I'm either going to draw a land or I'm going to draw a 1-drop. Do I mulligan this? I don't know. I kind of like the future that this hand has. I am an aggressive deck, but with Practice Offense, I don't need to be the most aggressive deck you ever saw. Should I mulligan it with no 1-drop? Do I just mulligan every hand that doesn't have a 1-drop? Yeah, I'm going to mulligan it, actually. After thinking for a while, I think it's better to mull. I think I'll probably put... Maybe Leech Collector is not even actually any good in my deck, to be quite honest. I do have the double Arnin. I'm playing Leech Collector largely for curve purposes, to be honest. All right, down comes a Swamp, and that's what we've got. I'll go ahead and just play a Swamp of my own. Swamp for Swamp. I see your Swamp, and I call it. Okay, you have a Scolding Administrator. So this is the one where when you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets the creature, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, and then you can move your counters onto something else. Well, I definitely want to land my Inkling Mascot. I suspect we're going to get killed here to put some counters on this Administrator, but if we are, it might give me an opportunity to a Johnny's Response them before they get to move those counters. Okay, that's a land. So actually, I think I will play the Imperious Ink Mage. I don't really care too much if they're moving their counters, I guess. And I think drawing land seems really good for me. Maybe I want 1 land off the top, and then we'll just try to draw the rest of our lands the old-fashioned way. All right. So you get in for menace damage, and then you have a Melancholic Poet. Okay. All right. So they did miss their land drop, which makes me kind of want to spend some resources here. Also, this lets me Surveil. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I get to Surveil, I'll put that in the bin. Youch. Well, that's a big chunk of my lands gone right there, which is helpful. You do get to move your... Oh, I should have attacked first. Nope, that was a straight up blunder. Well, I doubt they want to trade. No, but that was a straight up blunder. I was supposed to... No, it wouldn't have died anyways, and I was going to shoot it no matter what. So, okay, we got there. Awkward, a very awkward game. Not super encouraging, but I was also on the mull. So, oh well. On to the next one. What do you... Well, hey, we're not going to 0-3. 1-0. On to the next one. By the way, if you do want to get better at Magic along with me, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. As you see here, I do post a new draft video every single day. I also post a bunch of data deep dive videos, which are a really fun way to make sure that we are doing the best thing that we can in the format. Ooh, paired against Mythic player number 229. All right, can the most straightforward black-white deck you have ever seen beat Mythic player 229? That's what we're about to learn. The deck that you get when you just get told in unambiguous terms that you are playing black-white and you have no choice in the matter. Can that deck beat a top Mythic player? That's the question of the day, my friends. Okay, what does that do? Trample Reach. It enters with a +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. When you cast a creature spell, that creature enters with X additional +1/+1 counters on it. Are you kidding me? Every creature you play is going to enter with a bunch of counters. Okay, that's an issue for me, so I really want to find a removal spell. I will attack, because I'm sure I'm the beatdown. I highly doubt they're going to block. Okay, and then I will play an Imperious Ink Mage. Yeah, this is very scary. I really want to find removal. I'm just going to put everything in the bin that's not removal, basically, I would think. Yeah, that sounds right to me. Spin those two. Not what I'm looking for. I need a kill spell. I have some in my deck. Stock Up, interesting. Are they mana screwed or no? They're just, Stock Up might find them a land that they would prefer to play over whatever land they could play right now. So there's nothing to read into this decision. I really need to be aggressive against this deck. The Wild Growth Archaic into Stock Up deck, yeah. Did I cut a removal spell? Maybe I was too quick on cutting removal. That might be a nice lesson for us. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and Arnon is kind of a nice one to go with the other cards that I have. Go with hop to it specifically. In with this card, in with this card. Maybe also go in with this card. It's not like they're going to trade. Should I have attacked last turn? I think I held back the Inkling Mascot. I don't think I meant to. Oh, you have the +0/+3 and Hexproof trick, perhaps? That kind of makes sense. No, they're interested in just straight up trading. Interesting. Surprising and very scary. I guess maybe they're feeling the beatdown or they're about to board wipe. I don't know this format, so destroy everything. Okay, great. Awesome. All right. Well, hey, good for you. I'll go ahead and play Hop to It and a Melancholic Poet. And we have a Johnny online. We can drain them for 1 and Kraken for 5. So if all they do is play one creature without ward here, then maybe I'm in a good spot. If they like triple spell playing 3 blockers, then I think we're toast. 2 creatures. Well, that's the and gain life. 2 creatures and gain life. Yeah. Okay. Well, that can happen. That can happen. I could kill something, but then I'm not even immune to bite spells anyways. So, because they still have a 3/3 left over at the end of the day. So yeah, not much to be done about that. No, their deck is looking awesome. Some really cool Salt Eye value. And I just got off to I got off to the start that you get when you play the Signpost common into the other Signpost common. Snap, take that. Absolutely. Absolutely, I just take that. Okay. All right. Interesting. So I will Johnny's response, the Fractal Mascot. And then attack, attack, attack. Offer them some rabbits, some rabbit food. Just trying to get 2 damage in. Bonk, bonk. And, you know, we'll see how much reach they have going on here. Because the Shadewriter is, you know, presenting an issue for them. 2-turn clock, if I can also sneak in a rabbit or target something one day. But we'll see. They have a lot of value and 1 million mana. And they stocked up, so their card quality is probably still quite high. It's too bad that I didn't manage to hop to it before they board wiped with my Arn in there. Oh, interesting. Are they fixing their mana or what? Because, yeah, bouncing the Shadewriter is not really where you want to be, right? Unless you have a counter spell, but you don't. Yeah, okay, all right. Hey, that's better than it could have been. Youch. Every time I play 16 lands, I get flooded. That's just the rule of my life. All right, well, let's see if they have an answer. I mean, it all comes down to what they've got in their hand. If they have nothing, I actually am representing lethal on the board right now. No, not quite. 1 away from it. Oh, flow state. Oh, man, and they get to pick 2, and they just instantly picked. Oh, well, it's the top 3, so it's not a complicated decision. Draw 3, put something in tapped. Okay. Draw 3, put a land in tapped. I mean, hey, we got pretty close. We actually got pretty close. But yeah, I'm sure they have answers, yeah. I would love to draw some non-lands. That would have been good a long time ago. Maybe I need to be playing more removal. I feel like this game taught me I need to play more removal. Because it would have been so good with the Melancholic Poet. It would have been so good against their 2/2. It would have been good with the Inkling Mascot. Yeah, too bad. So Stream of Life, they gain 10. Yeah, it's GG. It's GG. I'll keep playing for fun. But this will let me make 1/1s, but it's like all the, and drain them, but all the pressure is gone from them. They can just like, at their leisure, just kill my stuff as slowly as they want to. So, oh well, too bad. Yeah, Infirmary Healer, I do think this card's good. 2/3 for 2, typically a very good stat line. Flow State is so good. The fact that they printed that, yeah, so good. Make it 10/10, sure. Just a casual 10/10, why not? All right. Okay. So I'll go ahead and maybe just give the 1/1 Death Touch. Make a little flyer. So this seems kind of good as long as I can keep my Shade Lock alive. That's cool. All right, in with the Death Toucher. I don't think I can really attack with anything else. Offer a trade for, sure, Infirmary Healer. Well, you know, we have a little bit of a plane going on here. I can chump block their 10/10. Oh, practiced offense. Oh, maybe I should have binned that, but I think it's worth having it for the... So do I chump it or do I actually just take the 10 here? Probably I just take the 10 and I'm trying to just deal the maximum damage. I think that's right. Go to 15. Look, if I don't win next turn, I highly doubt I win. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to drain them for stuff. We shall see. I'll see what they do. But I really want to play a double practiced offense, basically. That's certainly my plan. And then I can give, whatever I give double strike to, I can give it Death Touch, so it's really hard to block. Probably the Scathing Shade Lock. Of course, I don't really want to be vulnerable to a single removal spell. But I can give 2 different things double strike. So that's good. Yeah, practice offense is a good card. Mind into Matter, draw 6 and you put something into play. Wow. They have 6 cards left in their deck. Hey, maybe I can just straight up deck them. Into play tapped, okay. Yeah, maybe I can deck them. Okay, so I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't really want to do all of my math until after they've played out. Okay. Yeah, I actually, putting the practice offense in the bin would also have been a mistake because I don't really want them to know what's going on here. Another blocker. Yeah, okay, all right, so let's think. All right, I did the math. And I'm not gonna spoil it. I know it's gonna happen and I'm not gonna spoil it. So I'm gonna give my Death Toucher double strike. Okay, this set is awesome. I love this set. I actually love this set. And then they can block the flyer, so I just give the next biggest creature double strike, I believe, is the way that this works. So I'll give this guy double strike. +1 in double strike. Yeah, do it again, give you double strike. And importantly, I'm giving that one vigilance. So make another 1/1, give it double strike, drain them for 1. In with the team. All right. I wish I could have cast the Death Touch trick twice. That would have been nice. All right. Okay. Yeah. Interesting blocks here. So the bind that they're in is that this guy has Death Touch and double strike, meaning it's cracking in for 16. Even if they quadruple block it, I can just deal 1 damage to each of their creatures. Oh no, I'm sorry. It has double strike, but not trample. Yeah, sorry. I was explaining the wrong thing. But they can't block it because it'll just immediately kill everything off of first strike damage. So anyways, they were facing a lethal attack no matter what they did. And we took down Mythic Player number 229 with basically the curve out that is probably the best curve out you can have with a standard white-black deck, you know? It was like the white-black Signpost common into the white-black Signpost uncommon on turn 2 into turn 3. So very happy with that game. Obviously, practiced offense or whatever that card is called was a clutch draw for us, but we did a lot of digging to get there. And we got their life total low, the stream of life for 10 notwithstanding. So a nice victory early in the format to take down Mythic player number 225, a worthy opponent. Good game, my friend. All right, on to the next one. 2-0. And also a victory for following signals, right? Okay, I love this hand, right? We started out with what? Oh, and I love their sleeves as well. Great taste. We started out with a extremely promising looking green-blue deck. And we ended up with this, right? So this is a lesson. Okay, Burst Lightning. It's an aggressive use of Burst Lightning on my 1/1. Maybe they know I have an Arnin. No, if they know I have an Arnin, they probably would have saved it. I'm definitely going to save my Informed Inkwrite. I'm just going to go ahead and play the mascot. I don't really have ways of getting off Leech Collector, so yeah, I think this should just be a removal spell. I think I should cut this for a removal spell. So you would get +1 if they cast an instant or sorcery. Yeah, no thank you. I wasn't born yesterday, my friend. I'm not going to let you just eat my Inkling mascot like that. Oh, yeah, this card. Add 2, spend this mana only to cast instant sorceries. Okay, well, this is looking awesome. Drawing practiced offense makes me happy. I think I'll just attack because actually I could do the thing I was just talking about where I practiced offense to give my mascot flying. So maybe I don't do that. Maybe let's just go ahead and drop Arnin. Although I could practice offense and then next turn play Informed Inkwrite, flash back the practiced offense. Get the cast trigger. But if I do that, they'll probably just kill the Inkling mascot. Okay, no, I'll play Arnin. I'll play this a little bit slower. Then I'll go Informed Inkwrite, Leech Collector, and then I'm going to do a practiced offense on turn 5 and flash it back maybe, something like that. That's probably how this is going to go. Depending on what they do. Cycling the Visionary's Dance, pseudo-cycling. Okay, I mean, this Abstract Paint Mage is so good. I would just trade for it, straight up, no question. Okay, very interesting. Well, now I would definitely trade for it. I kind of hate playing Informed Inkwrite when I don't even have... first of all, they have Essence Scatter mana, but also I don't even have like the practice offense. But my logic with that one is just getting that out of their... Getting a counter out of their hand is nice when I have practice offense up. I guess I should have played it in the other order in case they would use it on the Leech Collector. That was probably a mistake. I probably should have played the Leech Collector first. See if I could convince them to incorrectly play their Essence Scatter on that. And maybe I could have. So that was probably a mistake. All right. Yeah, Abstract Paint Mage is just so ridiculously good. It's like, what am I even supposed to do? You're just getting a 2-mana advantage every single turn. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so I'll go ahead and play this guy. But basically, if it wasn't Essence Scatter and it was another counter, I wanted to get that counter out of their hand so that I would resolve practice offense. That was a big part of my thinking in running out the Informed Inkwrite. Even though obviously having Informed Inkwrite down when you play the practice offense and when you have Arnins is like totally awesome. Although Arnin and practice offense are a non-combo, right? Kind of a funny thing. They're the opposite of a combo. All right, and with the team, what you don't know is if you kill my Arnin, I'll actually be quite happy because I have another Arnin locked in my hand right now. And yeah, practice offense, once again showing what a good card it is. Have the opponent down to 8. My Burrow Banemaker is going to be annoying to them. We'll see what they've got. I have multiple Death Touchers. Yeah, we got them. Practice offense. What a card. My advice, which I also learned at pre-release and knew probably from the first time I saw this card, play practice offense. You know what they say, practice offense makes perfect offense. 3-0. On to the next one. All right. Another highly ranked Mythic player. This is going to be a fun one. And again, just the dream curve out if you have your totally run-of-the-mill standard white-black deck, as I believe I have. I just got given all of the basic default white-black cards, and now I'm just going to play them all in a row, one after another, and we'll see how good they are. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. They certainly go together. Elite Interceptor tapping stuff down to make room for the Inkling mascot, etc., etc. But next turn, we're just going to do Imperious Ink Mage, and I'm going to put every single land I see straight onto the bottom. Oh, you get this for flashback off of the Surveil. That's very nice for you. I'm jealous. Gain 2 life is a big game as well. Okay. Melancholic Poet, probably just put that in the bin and keep the Foolish Fate. I keep forgetting, actually, this is a big issue. I keep forgetting to put my more removal in the deck. Every game I say that I should do that and then I forget. Yeah, should stop forgetting that. Okay, you attack me. Interesting. Oh, but you have vigilance. Yeah, I was thinking, why are they not going to block? But you do have vigilance. That makes sense. Are we staying untapped? Perhaps for bombard. There's a bombard variant in this set. So why don't I go ahead and just rejoinder our friend over there? I don't really want to destroy target creature on that guy. So let's just do this. I think burrow. You can burrow straight into the graveyard. All right. I don't actually hate the... I do not have any issue with my 5th land. Can't play her right now as much as I might try. And you're going to bombard Imperi's Ink Mage. No, destroy target creature with power 3 or greater. Okay, fair enough. All right, and then I go ahead and drop the Banemaker. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty bad about this game because in order to make room for my Shadewriters, I'm going to need to run a foolish fade out on just this silly little Owl Historian. They did a good job of just kind of staunching my momentum, I guess, with a 2-3, a little bit of life gain, a little bit of just making the 2-3 a little bit bigger. And a removal spell, of course, but okay. There's plenty of game left to be played here in the 3-0 bracket. If I make my gems back with the standard state of the run, state of the mill, run of the mill, whatever you call it, white-black deck, I'm going to be perfectly happy with that. So if I can win another one, I'm happy. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot this guy, I guess. Technically, I could do some sort of just play the life gain creature now, but I really want to be pushing damage, and I think the Surveil is important. I don't think I want that card. I'm about to just play 2 5-drops. Actually, I don't know. Like, no, I think I want removal, actually, more than anything else, which is something that is unfortunately a little scarce in my deck. Anyways, I still do get to use the 2 mana because I can pump this. Bonk, bonk, bonk. All right. And then my hope, basically, is that the Boros deck, my hope is that they don't have that much more flying. Lifelink. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. No. That's tough for me. Lifelink. Putting them back up to 17, effectively. And I can't attack. I'll hold back my Death Toucher. We'll see if it gets to block, though. Yeah. Drawing a land. Not what I'm looking for. I may as well play it. I don't know. Should I be on 15 lands? I feel flooded every game. Somehow I feel flooded every game at 16 lands. Maybe I should be on 15, actually, given how aggressive my deck is, and with the Arena Auto, you know, hand smoother. But okay, it's a little awkward for them to attack because my Banemaker can block, and it lets me attack them back. So maybe it's hard for them to gain life here. If they have any removal spell for the Banemaker, though, that logic goes straight out the window. And maybe I shouldn't have put my other Banemaker in the bin, knowing that there's like lifelink at uncommon in their colors. Well, could be. I still feel ahead. I think they have to catch up with me, but it's not going to be hard. Like 1 removal spell for my Death Toucher, and I think I lose that edge. And they do have 4 cards in hand. And they've done plenty of card selection. Well, not really card selection, but card advantage stuff. Throwing away useless cards systematically. All right, we have a dual tactics. Yep, no, they got me. Dang, and if I had my pump spell, if I had my pump mana up, it would have worked. What? Oh, you don't want me to double block? I would not double block you. I would not be double blocking you. Not this turn. Okay, so this is a sorcery that lets me tap target creature. Yeah, okay. So I have no blocks, right? I'm not going to be double blocking, am I? They seemed afraid of double blocks, though, so maybe let's represent a double block, actually. Go ahead and play this, and just in with these 2 creatures, and hold back. Actually, I have a double block online here with the Interceptor plus the Shadewriter. Well, that's a nice enough double block, and if they have a removal spell, you know what? So be it. Another removal, and so be it. They didn't seem to have, like, the most natural removal in the world because I had to do this funny thing with dual tactics. So we'll see. Am I back to being ahead? I don't know. It's a tight game, actually. A really interesting game. Okay, so this... when it enters, you can... Okay, so they decided not to pilfer. Ouch. And this lets them gain 2 life? Yeah, okay. When a card leaves your graveyard, it becomes prepared. Put 2 counters on a creature. Them deciding not to pilfer is scary to me. The life gain is also scary to me. So you can exile a card from your graveyard and add 1. When you do, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, but it's not when a creature leaves the graveyard, deal 1 damage. So this thing doesn't trigger Rabble Rouser. Okay, All right. You trigger that. I assume they'll attack. If they attack, what do I do? That's the question. This guy becomes prepared. Very good. I probably will actually double block if they attack me. Okay, they didn't. Yeah, I didn't think that they had anything. So let's start by tapping down their sloth. I wonder what they're holding up here. It's gotta be something. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A Johnny's response. Yes, please. I choose to draw that card. 3, 6, 7, 8. I can push lethal if I kill Kirill and attack with everything. But they're holding up something. So this is a classic question. If they're holding up nothing, I can go for lethal. A Johnny's response to the Kirill, attack with everything, and it's exact lethal. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if they have anything there, they get to untap with their Relic Sloth, crack me for 4. I think I'm going to play it safe here. I think it's better just to ask them to show me what they've got. It's not like I'm losing next turn or anything. And then I can still a Johnny's response to their Relic Sloth on their turn. Seems good. So actually, maybe they didn't have anything though. So maybe it was a mistake. Maybe I played it too cautiously. But I get to Surveil end of their turn with the Johnny's response. Mill a card, put 2+1/+1 counters, it gains trample. I'll let you mill. I'll let you resolve this. I want you to make your decision about attacks first. Okay, so I'll go to combat, not knowing that I have an Johnny's response in my hand. I want you to make your decision. All right, get rid of your mountain. Okay, becomes prepared. Very good. Sounds good to me. Cracking in with the sloth, I assume. I have a response to that and a Johnny's response to be precise. They would actually go to 7 and still be dead on the crackback, even if this guy connects. So that feels pretty good to me. All right, keep you at 1. See what you've got. There is like X and red deal 3 to everything. If they had that, I would lose. Oh yeah, if they connected and had the exile, then they would win. All right, we got there against Mythic player 830. And I'm just a humble Diamond 4, everybody. I'm not even picking on people my own size here. These are the top freaking players in the game, my friends. And look, I mean, that draft, you could have thought end of pack 1 that I was in a train wreck situation, and we just got our gems back. Because I was starting out green-blue, and look at what happened to us. Signpost black-white into signpost black-white common. And the deck that emerged, turns out it's really strong. Yeah. So if you just get set up with one of the main archetypes, even if you don't have anything very special, I mean, practice offense is very special, but we don't have that many special cards, then seems like it plays out great. Oh my goodness, once again, I forgot to put that extra removal spell in my deck, which I've been meaning to do for like three games now. Okay, well, rats. Hey, well, you know what? We got plenty of removal here. Actually, we kind of have the opposite problem right now, which is we need to draw more gas, having gotten double Last Gasp in our opener. But okay, we have a 1-drop into a 2-drop into removal. You really can't complain. And the 2-drop, if it survives until we cast the removal, is going to let us do some card selection. So opening with this 1-drop. Life is pretty good, I would say. I would say this is a pretty good start for me. All right, down comes a green-blue card. I'm just gonna play this out and attack. And now we're just trying to draw into our better stuff, into our top end cards. That's all I'm trying to do now. Obviously, practiced offense is like the best draw that I could get off the top here. Yeah, Last Gasp looking pretty weak. I would rather just have like a 3-3. Oh, never mind. You will be getting Last Gasped 100%. Yes, that is worth a Last Gasp on. I do not want you to be ramping growthing me. Probably better than just playing out the Inkling mascot. I don't think I need another one of these guys though. So Last Gasp, that thing. It doesn't look scary, but ramping growth, you know what? Has a way of just taking over the game. If your opponent gets to ramping growth on you, you might just find yourself a little bit behind after that. All right, just trying to put in as much damage against the Simic ramp deck as we possibly can. Oh, Sultai ramp deck, excuse me. The splashing is going to be awesome in this set. So much splashing to be done. Okay, so I can play Aaron. So what do? When it attacks, you gain 1 and you bring this card back tapped. So I don't really want to Last Gasp that guy. So let's go ahead and play this to make it more annoying for my opponent to block my stuff and then in with both. I don't think Teacher's Pest is going to be blocking. Okay, so I get to drain them for 2 in addition to everything else. I mean, if they're spending their time bringing this guy back tapped and not gaining life with it, I think I'm doing well. I think that's a sign that I'm doing pretty well. And Aaron is really hard to block, especially when I have a Last Gasp in my hand. And I'm going to be double surveilling on the next Last Gasp, and I have evasion. Oh, looking pretty good. I wonder if this means that they have the bounce spell, in fact. Oh, no, I don't actually get to double spell, do I? Okay, they must have the bounce spell. Something like that is happening here. We'll see which one it is. I don't know about any flash creatures in this set yet. They could have something like that. Unfortunately, not having the second black is hurting us. Looks like they are going to bring back the Teacher's Pest. I don't have anything to block it with. But gaining one is not so scary to me. They have a lot of options, actually. Okay, sure. They decided to destroy this instead of Arnon. Interesting. I guess they're afraid of flying. Well, with that intel that they've just given us, I guess I'll just play another Inkling Mascot. They could have They could have the Ravenous Rats make a 1/1 pest and your opponent discards. So I'm gonna keep an extra card in my hand for that, since I have this completely useless. Oh my goodness. Well, this is how you lose, right? With a deck like this is how you lose. Just like flooding. Yeah, so what do you do? When it becomes the target of a spell or ability, you draw a card. I guess I'll just attack with both, because I can Last Gasp and make them pay for blocking me. Yeah, so I'll do that. It shrinks it down to a 1/2 creature, and I get to surveil. Oh, you get to draw a card. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was going to need to, like, another land. That's effectively me drawing a card, because I saved myself from another bit of flood. So what I want now is either Practiced Offense, obviously, would be amazing, or the 3/3 flyer that drains for 2. But we just flooded out too much to win against a very value-oriented deck. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not even flood, but with a deck with where the margins are this small, every little bit feels bad, right? Every little bit feels like you're just falling more and more and more behind. Okay, but we at least got their 4/5 off the board, and now I do get to surveil 2 more lands. It's so funny. Okay, then. Well, yeah. So I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands out of my deck. So I have 6 left out of 23 cards. Okay. So we have good odds of not drawing a land. That's the good news. Can I get a Practiced Offense, please? If I can get a Practiced Offense, we might actually be in a winning position. Okay. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, maybe that was the 10th land, actually. I'm attacking with everything. I see no reason to take my foot off the gas pedal. If they have a pump spell here to take something down, whatever. At least they've also kind of seemingly run out of gas. And my deck is only gas at this point, let me tell you. With 10 lands gone from it and 22 cards left. Witherbloom, okay. Okay, all right. But can you block? No. All right. I guess I'll play my land. It's so funny. Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, because now I don't even get Surveil off of the Inkling Mascot, although it's much less important. Every draw from now on should be pretty good. They also seem to be completely flooding out. That's the small mercy that has saved me so far. The fact that my opponent also seems to be flooding out. Oh, do you have a Essence Scatter? That's so funny. That's so funny. And it does not increment you, so I'll attack. I'm not sure why they're not bringing that card back. I actually don't want to highlight it because I don't want to show them. But it's highlighted in their hand, right? So why haven't they brought back their 1/1? They can bring it back tapped. Have they not had the mana to do it? I'm pretty sure they have. Oh, okay. Yeah, them Essence Scattering my little 1/1. That's so sad, because actually that 1/1 would have been so good. Oof, and then you get to Surveil. Rats. Okay, well, hey, if I top deck the thing that drains them for 2, that's actually an instant win. The card, the 3/3 that drains them for 2, all creatures get -2/-2. So the life gain ability on this could be amazing. Okay, yeah, that's why I was saving my random land. The life gain ability on that could be amazing, but the Pyroclasm style ability is not. Okay, now they do get to hold that back. Another land? Are you actually kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? You know, you can't make this stuff up, right? 11 lands. Okay. All right. Well, sure. But now they're surveilling every turn, so it's over. I mean, now even drawing the flyer doesn't kill them. I guess they still have to find a threat, but we are realistically not winning this one. And they kept that on top. It was just, we had like 4 chances to find anything, and we just didn't, and then, oh, also didn't. So, okay. That's what happens. Down comes Teacher's Pest. Okay, Elite Interceptor actually lets me, well, at least force a chump block and draw another card. So I don't hate that at all. I assume, oh no, they're not going to surveil in advance. Doesn't make sense. I do actually get to block. I can't. Should I be on 15 lands? I'm flooding every game. I should be on 15, right? It's becoming pretty clear. I should actually be on 15 lands. Yeah, they can block with the Teacher's Pest and bring it back. What a game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 4 lands left out of 18. Well, it happens. That's Magic cards. Our deck has overperformed my expectations, to be sure. Did they not surveil? Okay. I have no words. I guess I should be playing the cards out. I don't know. I can't. I just can't. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's more card selection that I could have put in my deck or something. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 3 lands left out of 17 cards. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. Osteomancer, ring something back from your graveyard. I mean, I'm not going to concede because, like, I don't know. The 3/3 flyer might still actually just do it if I can draw it, like, literally next turn and they don't find an answer. Okay, they get a 4/5. Yeah. I mean, we had every opportunity to win this game. We had every opportunity to win this game. We just couldn't draw anything for the life of us, which sometimes that happens. Okay. The opponent did also get flooded out, to be fair. All right, well, that's the card I wish I'd drawn a long time ago. And I don't know if it does it at this point, but it's not too far away from doing it. They gain 2 by attacking, or they gain 3 by attacking, going to 5. Nope. Oh, yeah, they gain 3 by attacking, going to 5. I'm going to double block with the cards that are less important here. Okay, they can't attack with this because it's just, or they don't want to because it's just throwing it away. So I'll double block there. We'll see what they've got. Maybe interaction, but this attack makes perfect sense without them having any interaction. If they had interaction, they probably would have swung in with the 1/1 as well. So I can put them down to 1. If I draw another Shadewriter, okay, Arnon, okay. Does this actually do it is the question. Arnon, did you do it? Did you get there for me? If they block Elite Interceptor, they can block it with the 1/1 and they don't lose because they don't kill the Interceptor. They could have blocked it with the 1/1 and not died, but maybe they have instant speed life gain here. Surveil 1. Did they not read Arnon and they didn't know that I would... They could have blocked with the 1/1. I didn't even notice, but it's early in the set. Like, no shade to the opponent for not seeing that. They could have blocked with the 1/1 and my 1/2 wouldn't have died, which I didn't even notice when I attacked. It's possible I was supposed to hold it back, actually, just to save it. Oh no, I'm going to put in my removal this time. It's possible I was supposed to just save it, right? For, to prevent them from being able to attack. What a ridiculous game. I drew 13 out of 16 lands. The Sneering Shadewriter has just been so good, but I do also think the Shade Lock is good. But I'm just going to put in the Shadewriter. I always want to draw it. Every game, all the time, I always want to draw it. Maybe I cut Leech Collector. Seems not so good. Yeah, I don't really care if I turn to a Leech Collector. So, I mean, a low impact 2-drop is probably just not really useful in my deck. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. All right, 5-0 somehow, after some incredibly close ones. On to the next one. Hey, maybe, I mean, If I can trophy with this deck, I will be thrilled. The deck where the whole first half of my pack 1 was invalidated. All right, Elite Interceptor into Inkling Mascot into Imperious Ink Mage. I've never asked for... I could never ask for more in my life. Maybe I actually play the Death Toucher first, because I have my turn 2 and my turn 3. Like, nothing is going to persuade me to rejoinder turn 2 instead of playing Inkling Mascot, right? Or turn 3 instead of playing the Imperious Ink Mage. So maybe I just hold the Interceptor so that they can't kill it, and so that it's a surprise when it comes down. That's probably the correct thing to do. I guess I'll attack first in case they flash something in that I want to stand up for myself about or whatever. No Essence Scatter mana here. No, what a curve out. What a curve out. I want the land. Do I want the hop to it? Maybe not hop to it. Maybe just the land. Kind of just want more lands. Maybe not hop to it. I mean, it's kind of nice for going wide, but like this is mainly for if I have Arnin or Practice Defensive. Before I have that, it's not really that useful. Okay, so I could always stand up for myself here, but I think rather I'm just going to go Elite Interceptor, Rejoinder on the Eater. Wow, what a curve out. If people pass you second last pick, oh, another Elite Interceptor. I actually think I'm in for that. I think I'm actually happy to draw that. If people pass you second last pick Inkling Mascot into last pick Imperious Ink Mage, I think the lesson of this draft, no matter what happens from here, is just take it. Just take it. Accept the gift. Accept the gift of your friends to your left or right at the draft table. So they do have 1 life point here, so they're technically at 11. I need to kind of keep that in mind in my calculations. But I have so much gas left in my hand and the ability to play it out. I'm feeling pretty optimistic, but we'll see what they have. We did see there's a board wipe. I'm not going to be playing around that. Absolutely not going to be playing around that. Because you just lose a lot of games by playing around board wipes that you don't know are there. Just put it to the opponent to have it this early in the format. That's my view. So I'm just going to be running it out. Almost no matter what they play, I'll just run out an Elite Interceptor, tap down one of their creatures, and attack with probably everything. Melancholic Poet, that drains me, so you actually have 2 life to gain here. That's kind of annoying. But it kind of only gains them life if they're doing slightly clunky stuff. I guess it gains them life off of removal, but spot removal might not be so great here for them because I'm going pretty wide. I would love to draw Practice Defensive. Oh, Bite Spell, kill a creature, gain a life. Yep, that's a good one for you. Nope, that's a good one for you. You just need to ask. All you need is to ask. Listen, if you want something, you should always just ask your deck for it. Always just ask your deck for it. I'll keep that on top. Happy to get a land and play the Shadewriter. Make this guy a double striker. And yeah, in with the team. So I put double strike on the flyer, right? I put double strike on the flyer. That was the idea there. And I think I'm pretty much forcing them to block, which feels good. And I get to keep my Interceptor around, and I have a Practice Offensive coming down next turn. I think attacking with everything was good because like this gets rid of their life gain as well. And they're actually dead on board to Practice Offensive, so they have to find something here. They're dead on board to Practice Offensive, which even if they... This is why, by the way, when people were asking me in my overdrafted video, I talked a little bit about the 3 and a black exile target creature. This is a functional reprint of Gravkill from Edge of Eternities. Give or take a little bit. I think it actually is literally, or maybe one of them had Surveil. Maybe it's even worse than Gravkill. Is that possible? I don't remember off the top of my head. You can look it up. But anyways, Gravkill was over... No, I think they're both... It's literally the same card. Neither one had Surveil, right? I believe... So Gravkill was a little bit overvalued in its format, and it was clunky. It was just not a good card. In this situation, you can see why. Like, they're dead to 2 different creatures on board, and they have access to 4 mana. This is exactly the kind of a spot where 4 mana spot removal just does not do it for you. And depends on the format. That kind of situation might happen a lot, and cards will be judged in their average win rate based on how often they draw you out of that kind of a situation. And in some formats, that kind of a thing just doesn't really happen. You have time to cast 4 mana spot removal, and it's just good. So we'll see what kind of a format this is, but that's why I go into the format a little bit wary of Wander Off, the 3 and a black instant exile target creature. I think you should start a little lower on that than it looks to your eyes. Last time I said that, people did not like it, so I'm just saying it again. And all right. We'll see what you think this time. Okay, so I like this hand. You know, we're playing against another high-ranked Mythic player. This is cool. A lot of opportunities to see what really good players are doing in the new format. And we're 6-0, so if we win this, we actually 7-0 our first video, which is pretty cool. But we'll see how it goes for us. All right, but I have a 1-drop into a 2-drop, so I like the looks of the start. And then this card does activate Repartee on the Inkling mascot, so it's already synergistic as well. So I'm going to be going Elite Interceptor turn 1, turn 2. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes to a practice offense here. Oh, yes. That is a yes from me. Probably I will play the Elite Interceptor and get greedy and try to get a little more value here. Oh, especially if you're going to do that. So now I don't get the synergist. Now I don't get the synergy of practice offense plus evasion. So I think here I'm just going to go for Arden probably. Arden, sorry, not Arden. Arden, I guess, is from Final Fantasy. Yeah, a little awkward, but I might just practice offensive next turn. Again, it's anti-synergistic with Elite Interceptor. Oh, but if I can just slap down an Inkrite, I think I'm happy about that. So let's start with an attack. See what happens. Slapping down an Inkrite, I assume they're going to kill it, given their colors, but we'll find out. They seem to be playing a more controlling version of the black-white deck than I am. I'm playing the most aggressive version you can of the black-white deck. They did already use their last grasp, though, so best case scenario, they have no removal, and then I draw planes, and I get to double spell Interceptor into practice defense. Practice offense. I've been calling it offensive. Like Goblin Offensive. Goblin Offensive, a great card. Look up the flavor text of Goblin Offensive. I don't remember what set it's from, but you'll know it when you see it. The one that I'm talking about. Look up the flavor text of Goblin Offensive and you can thank me later. So do I just actually last gasp that guy and play Elite Interceptor? I still get my 1/1 and I keep the practice offense as a surprise, and it makes it harder for them to just play a giant chunky blocker. That kind of seems good. I think that seems good to me. Get my 1/1 anyways. Practice offense is like going to be so close to lethal. Double Rejoinder in hand. We've got a practice offense. We've got them down to 10, and there's a Sneering Shadewriter. Life is good. 7-0. All right. Hey, okay, so that was a really interesting draft, right? Because we started out in Simic with a very promising Simic start. We got bullied into black-white, and we said, you know what? You want to give me signals? You want to give me signals? I am going to follow those signals. And we got rewarded with a super sweet curve out black-white deck, Elite Interceptor, Inkling Mascot, Imperious Ink Mage with tons of power to back it up. Practice offense, what a card, what a set. I am going to be loving drafting this set and so happy to get a clean 7-0 for this first video. All right, people, you know the drill. If you're not subscribed, I do data videos where, you know what, this is me drafting without data. So think of how good we're all going to be when the data comes out, and we're going to do data deep dives, and then we're going to get an edge, and we're going to do even better than we're doing right now. It's going to be so exciting, and we're all going to get better together. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until tomorrow's draft, have tons of fun playing Secrets of Strixhaven, and don't be afraid to splash.